are to do like spray tests. Okay, so this one will turn the whole boom on to spray. And then this one is a nozzle check feature. So when you turn it on, it gives you enough time to walk out to your outer boom on the left side here. And you get on the back side of it and it'll turn the boom on in sections. Turn on this section, spray, then it'll stop, turn the next section on, and you just walk down the boom.
So it turns them on, shuts them off.
Yeah.
Good.
And then this is just ramping up your pump up and down. And then this last one is you can do rinse cycles from down here, but I find it's way more user friendly and easier to do your rinse into the screen up in the monitor.
Yeah, and then you don't have to get out either.
Yeah. So majority of the time, you'll be just using this button here, opens the valve, and then you push on with your pump. If something happened to your pump or something and you needed to pull on, then you'd use this option. So it'll start up this solution pump and you can suck on with the sprayer.
That solution pump, that's for chem or?
Which?
Or you can just use the pump to suck.
It'll use
load.
it to suck instead of using your pump.
Have we got a big enough hose here? The 2 holes, 2 inch going into a 3?
Oh yeah,
I'm not going to cavitator in.
it's all on how quick you want to fill.
Okay.
So if you want a quicker fill, then you'd obviously switch all your stuff to 3 inch. If you're fine with how much it fills, that's fine. Yeah, doesn't affect anything. Your ductor, just lift up, pull down, and locks it. So it doesn't have a real good jug stabber. So you're probably opening and cutting the jugs and dumping it. But it does have the jug rinse. So put your jug upside down and push down, and it'll jug rinse.
Does that come from the rinse water or the spray water?
It will be spray, solution water. Yeah, so get a couple 100 gallons in your tank first, and then start mixing. So yeah, so you got this will activate that feature plus rinse your tank, and then this will suck. This will activate your suction.
So when we're
As long as
using
this is turned on.
using this, we keep the inductor on the whole time.
Yeah, you'll keep this on until you're done.
And there's no harm if it runs dry for a minute.
It's all done by Venturi, so it's not like you're running a pump dry or anything.
Okay.
It's all, the pump is circulating itself with agitation, so as soon as you turn it on, it's just opening a valve and there's a Venturi that sucks it out. So. Are you guys changing the skinnies later?
We will, yeah.
Probably in crop, yeah.
So this is your dump valve. So this will dump the airbags, air out of the airbags. Because when you go to change your tires, you'll dump the air out of the valves, and then you want to put clamps on the suspension. So when you jack the sprayer up, then it lifts the tire up. Change the
What
tire.
kind of clamp then?
I just use some angle iron, duct tape them on.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, just clamp it with some angle iron. That's all you need. Nothing fancy.
Because
These?
the air's out of it now. Right? So
Okay. These are not for boosting. These are strictly for running your chemical pump. If you guys are running a chemical pump. So you'll see they do not exceed 30 amps. There's a fuse. It'll blow it. So if you need to boost the sprayer, there's boost posts by the engine. Okay. This is your hand wash water. So it fills right here. So you can put some clean water in there if you want for washing your hands off.
drink it.
Have a little drink. Yeah. You've got 4 strainers. So this is your one strainer coming out of your solution tank. It'll be an 80 mesh. And then you've got 3 on your booms. And then you do got your fill strainer. It's only a 50 mesh. So when you guys are switching products, you got just take them out and inspect them. See how clean they are. They all got valves on them, so you can flush them out quick if you're doing a rinse.
Do they drain out when you rinse, or do you have to flush them?
So when we do a rinse, I'll show you my process. I'll do a triple rinse. So probably for the first time, what I would do is, just so you guys get used to the sprayer and you're not nervous about switching, I do the rinse tank 3 times, full 3 times.
Okay.
So fill it up, and then I'll show you how to do the rinse with the sprayer, and then flush it out, and flush your booms out for a good 30 seconds or so, and then dump the rest out the side of the sprayer. And it flushes all this out.
And then do you open the filters, Jason, too, at the same time?
And then you can, well, I would do 1 rinse with clean water, then do your second rinse with your cleaning agent, and then do your another one with clean water again.
Okay.
And that should be, once you're done with your chemical one, then clean the filters after your second rinse.
Okay.
And then do another one with clean water, and she should be ready to rock.
You do have to open those valves on all the filters? Or
So,
just that one?
like in my first 2 rinses, I do, like after you've, before you're gonna go to your next rinse, empty them all. So that way, you're just trying to dilute as much of that chemical as possible, right? So any trapped chemical that's in here, you're dumping it out so that fresh water gets in there and dilutes it.
And there are 3 on the back that you.
3 on the back, and they should all have. Valves, yeah. So they're easy to wash.
yeah.
Good.
These 2 valves here.
These ones? Yeah. This was just a boom tank shut off, so if you had like a major hose breakage or something back here and you needed to shut the flow off from the tank, that's what this one will do. This one here is for rate. So you see a little sticker. So to show you, if you're doing anything less than 26 gallons per minute, you're in the low flow. This is the low flow option. And then if you're doing anything greater than 26 gallons per minute, then you're in the high. So normally it's 5 gallons you're down and 10 gallons you're up. But it does depend on ground speed too. So if you're spraying a little bit slower, you may be able to get away with 10 gallons in low flow. So it all depends on how fast you want to spray.
So we're probably just starting this year. What should we target this year for our speed?
I'm going to say probably try and see if you can go 10 miles an hour.
10.
And then once you're in the middle of the field and you're bombing on her, that's easy, but your headlands will get used to your boom. And
So how slow can we go in headlands before it affects the rate? Just by trees and fence.
you're probably not going to want to go much slower than 8.
8? Okay.
Yeah.
8 and then go up to 10 or maybe more.
8 to 10. Or, yeah, probably a lot of these nozzles, you'll be able to go 12 or 13.
Okay.
So, yeah, so with this sprayer, because it doesn't have exact apply, so you're varying your pressure with your speed, right? And that affects your droplet size. So if you want consistency, if you want less drift, you slow down, because then it'll lower your pressure and you got bigger droplets. You want more coverage and the wind's okay, you can speed up, and it's gonna pressure goes up. It'll give you a little finer droplet, which is more coverage, but more drifty. So, yeah. Okay.
Nozzles.
So you got. I guess we'll boom it out. And what are you guys gonna start with? 5 gallons?
probably 5 gallons, yeah, Roundup.
So we'll start with the yellows. Yellows will be your, that's an O2. That's your smallest tip you got on there. Yellow's your smallest, blue's your second, red's the next, and then brown.
So it's 5 is yellow, and then what are the others?
Probably red will be your 10s. Blues will be in between, and that's a fungicide. See how they're the blues and the browns are twin, so they're spraying both. Those are fungicide nozzles.
Oh.
Yeah.
And they spray at the same time.
This, just like
The one nozzle will have two squirts.
directions.
Oh, okay. Oh, I see.
Not both nozzles.
Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah.
So your pre-burn and your in-crop nozzles will be the yellow and the red ones, and the blue and the brown are fungicide.
Okay. And that's more water than fungicide.
More water, and they're a finer droplet, like more drift.
Okay.
See these ones with the knobs on them? They're ultra low drift nozzle, so they're an air inducted nozzle.
Okay.
So they're pretty good for non-drift.
Okay.